Hi, in this video we're going to talk about how to solve equations. It's important to solve equations algebraically. We're going to follow the steps and guidelines of algebra in order to solve equations. And the main reason that we're doing this is to prepare for future math classes where you'll be working with and solving more complicated equations that involve multiple steps. So here are the steps that we're going to follow. First, we're going to ask, what has been done to the variable? Then we're going to perform opposite operations on both sides of the equation. So it's important that we do opposite operations on both sides of the equation. And then we're going to try to isolate the variable, to solve for the variable, so that we can end up with something that says x equals some number. We're trying to find out what the variable equals. And we're going to be using variables. They're letters of the alphabet to represent numbers. And variables represent different numbers in different problems. So let's take a look at this example here. X plus 97 equals 582. Well, in order to solve this, we're going to look at the side of the equation where the x is, over here, x plus 97. And we'll say, what has been done to x? What's with it? Well, we can see that it has plus 97. 97 has been added to x. So we're going to do the opposite of addition. The opposite of addition is subtraction. And we're going to subtract 97, and we need to show that we're subtracting 97 on both sides of the equation, like this. Okay, so I'm going to work the problem vertically. So now on the left side, we can bring down the x. 97 minus 97 is 0, so there's nothing left with that. That cancels out. Bring down the equal sign, and then we do this problem over here, 582 minus 97. So we can't do 2 minus 7, so we borrow. 12 minus 7 is 5. Again, we need to borrow here. 17 minus 9 is 8, and 4 minus nothing is 4. So we find that x equals 485. We can always check our equations by taking our answer and substituting it for the variable in the original equation. So if we do the problem 485 plus 97, we should get as our answer 582. And that's how we can check our work. Let's take a look at another example. Here we have y times 15 equals 135. So what we need to do is say, okay, what has been done to y? Well, it has times 15 with it. It has been multiplied by 15. So we're going to do the opposite of multiplication, which is to divide. And we're going to divide by 15 on both sides of the equation. So I'm going to show that I'm dividing by 15 on the left side and dividing by 15 on the right side. Remember that the fraction bar, the bar of a fraction, is also a division symbol. So here we have y times 15 divided by 15. Well, 15 divided by 15 is 1, and 1 times any number is itself. So basically we're just left with y here. 15 divided by 15 cancels out. So on the left side of the equation, all we have left is y. So y equals 135 divided by 15. So we need to do that division problem to find out what y equals. 135 divided by 15. Let's see, I think that 15 goes into 135 7 times. Let's try that. And it is 7 times 15 is exactly 135. So we find out that y equals 7. And that is our answer. If we were to take that 7 and put it back into the original problem, 7 times 15 equals 135. Is that correct? Yes, it is. Okay, so these are the important things to remember with equations. We need to perform opposite operations. We need to show that we're doing that work on both sides of the equation so that we can solve for the variable and find out what the variable, what the x or the y equals in any given problem.